You know, sometimes a fight, an entire career, can hinge on just 1 minute. 60 seconds. That's it. At UFC 324, a former champion's future was hanging by a thread in a fight so close, it all came down to the final bell. So let's break down exactly how Sean O'Malley snatched victory from the jaws of defeat.
After 3 brutal rounds, this is what it all boiled down to, 29-28. Just look at that score. It is razor thin. It could have gone either way. The difference between a massive comeback win and a 3rd straight loss, just 1 single round.
So that's the big question, right? How did he do it? I mean, think about it. You're coming off 2 straight losses. You're the former champ. The pressure is absolutely immense. So how in the world did Sean O'Malley dig deep and find a way to get it done?
And get it done he did. The judges were all in agreement. Sean O'Malley's hand was raised, a unanimous decision over the incredibly tough Song Yadong. But you see, this was so much more than just a win. This was a message to the entire division. He's not going anywhere.
To really get why this win was so huge, we have to rewind a bit and look at the stakes here. This wasn't just another fight on the card. For O'Malley, this was about climbing his way back from a serious career low. And man, what a roller coaster it's been. Look at this. In 2023, he's literally on top of the world, bantamweight champ. And then, it all comes crashing down. 2 tough back-to-back losses. Which brings us to this fight, a must-win scenario. You can only imagine the pressure he was feeling.
So how'd he handle all that pressure? Well, it all came down to the game plan. This was a classic matchup, a real clash of styles. It was like a high-stakes chess match playing out right there in the octagon.
And this slide really breaks it down perfectly. You had O'Malley, the technician, playing the outside game. He's all about those stance switches, that lightning-fast jab, and using his footwork and speed. Then you have Song, the powerhouse, who just wants to walk you down, land big power shots, and always has that takedown in his back pocket.
Right from the opening bell, you could see O'Malley's plan in action. He was like a ghost in there, so patient, switching stances, dancing just out of range. It was a masterclass in controlling the distance, making Song chase him and swing at air. But here's the thing, Song wasn't just going to let that happen. Just when it looked like O'Malley had that first round in the bag, boom, Song explodes in and lands a huge takedown right at the end of the round. It was a massive statement, a reminder that all of O'Malley's fancy striking could be erased in an instant.
The second round was just as close, super nip and tuck, both guys had their moments. So it all came down to the final 5 minutes. The fight, O'Malley's comeback, everything was hanging in the balance.
In a fight this incredibly close, it wasn't even just about the final round. It was going to come down to the final minute. Both guys were exhausted, but they both knew they had to find that little something extra to leave a lasting impression on the judges. This is where champions are made.
And this is how O'Malley sealed the deal. He lands this massive right hand that just stuns Song. He follows it up immediately with a perfectly timed standing knee that snaps Song's head back. It was an incredible burst of energy to end the fight, and it was exactly what he needed to do to pull ahead.
So, with the win in his pocket, his confidence totally restored, O'Malley didn't waste a single second. He immediately looked ahead, setting his sights on the one thing he wants more than anything else, his title back. And let's not forget how significant this was. This victory snapped a nearly 2-year dry spell for him. It was the win he desperately needed to get that momentum, that fire, back on his side.
And with that momentum, he made his move. In the post-fight interview, he didn't hold back at all. He looked right into the camera and called out the champ, Petr Yan. This wasn't just a challenge, this was a promise.
Now, for those who don't know, there's a lot of history here. Yan is the guy O'Malley beat in a super controversial split decision a few years back to get his first crack at the title. There is definitely some unfinished business between these two, and a rematch would be absolute fireworks.
So at the end of the day, O'Malley proved he still has what it takes. He won a nail-biter when everything was on the line. He's called his shot, he's put the champ on notice, and now the whole world is wondering, is Suga Sean officially back on the road to reclaim his throne?